And welcome back, everybody, to our Stellaris Chronicle. I am Aesop Grim, and I am getting the timer started. I tell you what, guys, at this point in time, I think what I'm doing amounts to pushing buttons and pulling levers. I'm just kind of doing stuff and seeing what the impact is. I will show you what I did off screen. I did run the game forward a little bit to see if things would turn out okay, and it seemed survivable, but I don't really know if it's going to. I didn't run it long enough to see if it ultimately did what I want it to do. I just think that it did. So notice Elthier Station here has an A in it. I've kind of relabeled the map here. I went in and renamed these systems. A stands for anchorage, P stands for piracy, T is for trade, S is for shipyard. And up here, let's see, we've got the Owikriki shipyard and the Duranma shipyard, and then you can see everything's labeled here. B is border or bulwark. I have 2 trade stations. I only have the 1 anchorage, and that might get flipped to piracy. So let me see what we have going. I am switching these trade hubs over to hangar bays, and then I'm upgrading for Tomso. The problem area that we're having seems to be in Ozagramum. Consistently, this is where the piracy shows up. Sol Station is being overhauled into being purely trade hub instead of having anchorages. Because of that, it will reach out 6 points. So if it's going 6 points, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 4, 5, 6, or 4, 5, 6, then what that means is I don't need this station right here. So I have, that's why there's 280 trade available. I decommissioned it. It's just a normal station now. And I am building up this station. And it will be an anti-piracy station. Will it? Yes, because Sol will retrieve up to this point. And by making this a station, I will grab this 3 trade, and there is no other trade around here to grab, so it'll be anti-piracy. Sol will also grab this. Okay. What I've noticed is that even with this maxed out in piracy and Sirius maxed out in piracy, it's not enough to overcome total piracy right here, which is affected by how much trade we're bringing in. And so it may be that either Elthar, or, well, Tomso will be weighing in also, because I was able to take trade stations out of, I think Tomso was a trade station earlier, but if Sol's going to have 6 trade stations in it, then what happens is we go 1 jump, 2 jump, 3 jump, 4 jump, 5 jump, 6 jump, or 5 jump, 6 jump. So it covers all of this, but it also will cover this route. 1 jump, 2 jump, 3 jump, 4 jump, 5 jump, 6 jump. So I don't need them to be a trade station either. My other trade station is Jap. And then Ionides is a pirate station. Fagor is a pirate station. Duranma is a shipyard. And I did notice in my test playthrough that Tomso did not get up to as high of anti-piracy suppression as Ginnigan did in Sirius. So I think that is because I did not upgrade all the way to Citadel. I did upgrade far enough to get all 6 of these. But when I think the Citadel must bring its own inherent piracy suppression as well. What I'm trying to get to is that if these 3 stations combined are not enough to suppress piracy here, then I will convert this anchorage, which is currently purely set up as a naval base. I've got the Navy Logistics Office in here. It's all anchorages. And I think it's even labeled as a naval base somewhere. Oh, before I labeled it as an anchorage, I think it was labeled as the game naturally called it a naval base. But I'll convert that to anti-piracy. And what we'll need to do is we'll need to make up our naval capacity on planets with fortress worlds. I think just the one fortress world is going to be enough. So anyway, let's hit unpause and see what happens here. This really is what we're paying attention to, along with whether piracy respawns. We just killed some pirates.
War has been declared.
And is my construction ship busy? No. So build and build. And is that science ship assisting? Yes.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Okay, we have more planet build speed from assembly algorithms. Let's go ahead and grab this L-Gate Insight. It's probably time for that. I don't feel bad that I'm pushing buttons and pulling levers. I think that's what this game is about. Just making an adjustment here, tweaking that component over there to bring it into tolerance, and just seeing what happens, seeing, fine-tuning your empire. Arc emitter. See, we can see that there's open trade because these stations are being overhauled. Jap's being converted into a trade station right now. And we can see that reflected right here. We used to be up in the 2000s. We're currently at 1574.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
L-Gate Insights gathered. We have now gathered sufficient L-Gate Insights to research the tech behind them. Once this has been done, one of our science ships should be able to abort the perpetual maintenance cycle they are stuck in. The L cluster is almost within our reach. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Oh, synth leaders, I don't want to do that. I do not. Defense platform damage.
Construction completed.
Okay, Baranik station. This is that new station that I took this one down and I brought Baranik up. So it will get 2 hangar bays and let's put a listening post in there since it's kind of within listening range, I think. And we can now see that this trade is being collected because Baranik was upgraded. Look at that, 2172 trade. So things are being accomplished. Tears of an AI. There has been an incident at one of our facilities on Nozomi. A lab AI involved in societal research has suffered terminal hardware damage, resulting in the loss of core software and memory systems. As a result, there will be a projected decrease to research output at the lab until the new AI installation's algorithms have been sufficiently seeded. The circumstances behind this terminal failure are still unclear. Launch an inquest to determine the cause. Begin an inquiry into the circumstances surrounding the AI's destruction. So we can ignore this input. There's no game mechanic. Look, it's the AI failure modifier is added for 60 months in both of them. And in both of them, we have 10% reduction in society research. So it's straight up just telling you, do you want to see what this event chain does. So let's go ahead and see what it does.
Construction completed.
Piracies. This is something I still quite, for whatever reason, it's probably just really obvious and I'm missing it, but I don't know quite how to read this. It says max piracy is at neg 159.82, but piracy effects are negative 152.93. Is that because we're suppressing that neg 159.82? But then it says current piracy is neg 399.93. I'm really not sure where these numbers are coming from. But we can see that our base protection is 7, Ginnigan is providing 92, Sirius is providing 92, and Tomso is providing 56. Our inquest into the loss of an AI on Nozomi has returned some baffling results. Prior to its terminal failure, the AI had made repeated attempts at purging its own records and memory banks. When lab staff disabled the AI's access to deletion functions, the AI appears to have forced a termination of its core operations by manipulating hardware capacitor control in order to overload its own drive circuitry. It committed suicide? Is that what that is? Quite simply, our AI sought its own destruction. Yeah. Though it remains unclear as to why. Get to the bottom of this. Man, we might need to change the social status of our droids. They're in servitude right now, and I'm starting to get the idea that we have to start thinking, we have to start entertaining the idea that maybe they qualify as sentient life. That's 100% clash in my mind. But it's like an iRobot thing, you know, the Will Smith movie. Our researchers have managed to isolate the cause behind the recent spikes in our supercomputer CPU clocking frequencies. It appears that the artificial general intelligence systems for the units in question have been overclocking their processing hardware in order to expand local machine learning algorithms beyond intended capacities. Yeah, expand local machine learning algorithms beyond intended capacities. Some of our scientists have expressed considerable excitement toward this unexpected improvement in AI learning behavior, citing the possibility of future recursive self-improvement. Others, however, are concerned that the added CPU load may cause future instabilities and undesired software outcomes. I would say we can't risk future applications or complications. Reset the artificial general intelligence systems to prevent further developments. If I was committed to the flesh is weak thing, I'd be going the other way. But we are Psi enabled. We have concluded our inquiry into the strange matter of the AI's self-termination on Nozomi. Evidently, following months of evolutionary computation, the AI produced several alarming results with regard to causality projections in the case of an all-out war between the United Nations of Earth and our rivals. Despite repeated re-examinations of all available data, recourses, and contingencies, the AI's projections remained indicative of mutually assured annihilation. MAD, yeah. Mutually assured destruction. That was a policy in the 80s between the Soviet Union and America. That's why the Cold War never went to a hot war. At this point, the AI began purging its own memory banks and records, and the rest, as they say, was history. Okay.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Naval capacity has been increased. And, starbase capacity +1. That'll be nice. What's our influence at? 439. Let me pause it. I want to see, let's see, our trade value is up to 2167. Where's our trouble area? Right here. Piracy is, right here. I think I might as well go to citadels for everything. Upgrade to a star hold, yes. Again, and Sirius should be done already. They are. Okay. We'll disable the trade window. Let's look down here and see about making claims. How many systems can we claim now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So get out of there. That's going to cost us 380 influence. We're at 439. We're lacking 81. All right. Oh, you know what? How's their strength relative to ours? Okay, they're still quite low. Oh, for some reason, their relations are improving. Okay. We have 386 naval capacity. Where is our fortress world? Right here. Let's build another. What are they called? They're down here. Strongholds. Build 2 of them. What's this about? Ospranian regime. So, who is it that rules your amusing little star nation today? What a quaint notion to vote someone into power. It will inevitably lead to your collapse, of course. Effects, wanton abuse like this cannot be overlooked. Our relationship with Ospranian regime has declined. How do we match up? Can we name them a rivalry? No. Your nation is both flawed and primitive. That's something I haven't looked at during this playthrough, but I like the smack talking from the various alien races and how they'll specifically insult your governmental form and your ethics, you know, and they'll praise their own, even if they're like the most horrific form of authoritarianism. They'll call you weak and misguided. Pangea has 3 open jobs and needs to have a district converted. Okay, I need another agrarian planet. I mean, we can buy all this stuff. I don't know what the most optimal approach is on that. Expansion is the answer to all problems. Aggressive expansion. A breakthrough has just been made by our robotic engineering and artificial intelligence specialists. The recent slew of AI-related incidents afflicting our nation has been narrowed down to a single cause, a specific set of algorithms present in human neurosimulative robotic software. A local hotfix has already passed initial testing and is ready to be uploaded to all affected systems. We should be careful to note that due to the extremely modular nature of the algorithm's application, their presence is extensive throughout human software. Plainly speaking, managing the hotfix will place a drain on our resources for some time. Once completed, however, the patch should prevent any repeated occurrences of undesirable self-deterministic AI behavior. Yeah, we're going to do that. 240 months of reduced research. Well, we're already just absolutely annihilating research right now. It is going to cost us 100 influence. That hurts. But alrighty then.
Completed.
Worth it. We don't want these robots becoming equals. We've created them so that they can do the menial labor and we can move on to other things with our biopops. Put them to
Knowledge is the key to the
work on
universe.
other things and spare them the physical grind of manual labor. Defense platform damage. Yeah. Oh, we have droids, so they do more than just manual labor, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Battleship hull points. We don't care. Here, just grab something. Okay. Zanzibar. Oh, another district needs to be converted. Administrator jobs +4. And, well, don't do that just yet. We need to replace this with a city district. Oh, wait, this adds 13 housing. I don't need to do that. I need to upgrade. Okay, here we can put 2 more shipyards, along with what? A fleet academy? Probably. Ship starting experience +100, absolutely. That's what we want. And, same thing with this. And then upgrade to a citadel. Alright, good deal. Earth has 1 unemployed and lacks housing. We will upgrade this building and replace this with a city district. Pangea is building a city district. New Antioch has 2 unemployed, so let's add yet another stronghold. All right. Transfer resources.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Okay. And I think I want to buy more minerals. Torpedoes are... no. Flat cannons. We have a command limit of 160 now.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Starbase capacity is up 1. Food from jobs +5%. That's good for us right now.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Flat cannons. That was fast. Minerals from jobs +5%.
Construction completed. Construction completed.
Hey, you know what? I'm hitting pause here. I wonder, can I have hydronics? What are they called? Hold on. Let's get this. Like these. What do these do? Produces 3 food, and farming subsidies is +20%. But for a bulwark, I would rather have combat related. Let's go with that. Okay, so maybe on a pirate station. They've got one. Ginnigan has one. Ionides has one. Batria. I guess we'll have one. Fegor. Fegor is, are you a trade hub? You're not trade. Not anymore. So we'll switch to this. Tomso is no longer a trade hub, so switch to hydroponics. Bulwark, I don't want one there. Let's go guns again and put maybe put a crew quarters. Baronic, Soul, Chap. What do we got here? Target uplink and resource silos. And this one here. Okay. Well, most of them already had hydroponics bays. Rolling time forward again. 420 of 379. What's our... Oh, wait a minute. Education campaign. Yeah, we want all of these. Whoops. What does this cost? Oh, a whole boatload of Unity, but it would give us 20% research speed? Oh my gosh, that's a lot. Ding. Oh, look at all these. I haven't seen these before. Ship build speed and home territory fire rate. Starbase upgrade speed and defense platform. Oh, we can't afford any of them now. But, ooh, Grand Fleet. How long does it last? Lasts 14 years and 6 months. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's pretty nice, man. Okay. What's piracy looking like? Current piracy is still at about neg 400. Yeah. Before creating a separate pirate fleet that I have scouting around, I think I would want to experiment with turning Elthair into a pirate anti-piracy station. Interstellar Arisu Coalition called their council veto. Okay, failed minor economic sanctions. Let's put a command center up here. And then upgrade to a citadel. Okay. Yeah, so, it's just a matter of kind of letting everything upgrade and then taking a look at the numbers and seeing where we're at, both in naval capacity and in piracy. So that reminds me, let's look at New Antioch. Rising unemployment on New Canada. A few criminals are of no concern. Hit pause. It looks like we can build another stronghold. People must be migrating here. And let's upgrade these. Because if
Research concluded.
New Canada is having problems here, criminal job 0 of 1, we will now put a precinct house down, I think. I think I'm going to go with those over the Psy-Core. You get more jobs out of them, and I think I remember us getting a technology that improved how the enforcers work, and I don't believe Psy-Core employs enforcers. Yeah, they employ telepaths. Okay, so 5 people here can move to New Antioch. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And Tianyi is going to apparently need a city district. And what do we? We're alloy foundries here. Do we have a Ministry of Production? We do. Alloy foundries, and then I think I can upgrade one. We're going to go from 2 jobs. We're going to gain 3 jobs there. So 3 plus 2 is 5, and the city district is going to require a job 2 because clerk. So that should be good to go. All right, and we gain 5% shield hit points, focused arc emitters, and we'll save this game and call it episode 59, I guess. I don't even know if was this episode 58. I lost count. I don't remember. We'll hit save. It's just a marker anyway, it doesn't matter. All right, man, this game continues to just be interesting. The way the mechanics work, I keep saying it, but it's like watching a clock, you know, when you can watch the gears of a clock interact, or if you've ever had one of those motion watches and you can see the little thing that swings back and forth, the pendulum that swings with the motion that keeps everything charged, you know, so that it's like kinetic energy. And so it doesn't need a battery. I used to have one of those. I got it in Denmark. Whenever I was over in Denmark for well, I won't go into what I was there for. It was nothing big. It's just I don't want to bring that stuff into this channel and all. But I'm former military, so we were over there working with Denmark, and I bought a watch there that just the natural swing of your arm created the energy necessary to convert into electrical energy. I thought that was pretty cool. So anyway, I will see you guys in the next episode where this story continues. Thanks for visiting Aesop Grimm's Chronicles. If you've made it this far in the video, please consider rating, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. I hope to see you in the next episode, and until then, stay shiny.